You know what? Those are some actors that aren't really in movies anymore. And that's Catherine Zeta-Jones and Antonio Banderas. Like, when's the last time they were in big, prominent movies? It's been a while. And animated movies don't count. Yeah, certainly don't count. You know, I used to play this movie game with my sister, and the movie game goes something a little like this. Pick an actor, and then you name off movies that the actor was in. You name one movie at a time, and you go back and forth taking turns. And the first person to get stumped, meaning they can't think of any other movies to name off that the actor was in, loses. And it never got to a point where we both named off all the movies that an actor was in, because it was just impossible to remember all of the movies that the actor was in, because there was always those obscure movies that they made when they were not famous yet, and no one knows those movies. Like Nicolas Cage, for example. Like, how many people know of the movie Vampire's Kiss, or Peggy Sue Got Married? You know, movies like that, or Zandalee, or Raising Arizona, Amos and Andrew. Like, those are old movies that no one remembers. And so, but I remember them because I'm just weird like that. But no one else remembers them. I remember in high school, I went so far as to offer that game as an activity in one of the classes. It was a grade 12 English media class. And the class was basically just watching movies and writing papers on the movies. It was a lot of fun. Like, that was one of the best classes I have ever had in high school. It was just a blast. And so I stayed after class a lot, and I talked to the teacher. She was I'm not going to lie, I had kind of a crush on the teacher. So I kind of just stayed back and I talked to her often. And, you know, she liked it too. She liked the discussions that we had about movies. Because I was big into movies. Well, I still am big into movies. And always has been. Always have been. And we would have discussions about various movies and movies that we thought were good. And don't yawn. Don't let it be contagious. So I told her of the game that I played with my sister, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, we can do that as an activity in class one day." So we did, and we grouped up into pairs. And then it was like elimination rounds, right? And I made it to the end against this guy. And the actor was Robin Williams, and we were naming off movies that Robin Williams was in. And he got stumped after like 5 movies. I'm like, man, this guy sucks. Do I really know the most movies out of anyone in this class? And I guess I did. Because I was able to name off like 30 movies that he was in. And this was like a number of years ago. This is before he made an additional 15 movies since then. So it was a lot of fun. It was lots of fun. Okay, that's when you know you're getting to the end of your lifeline. When air is starting to come out. So, time to open up a new package of plastic glue. And let's see how smooth it comes out now. Whoa, just like honey. It's crazy. That was very nice. Okay, don't fall on the ground, you frick. It's gotta happen. You know what happened twice in this video? And I think the reason why it happened twice is because the last video, it didn't happen at all. That was probably one of the first videos ever where it didn't happen in a video. So, who's your favorite actor? Tell me who your favorite actor is. At one point, the highest grossing actor, not as in money that he made per movie, but how much his movies have made. At one point it was Tom Hanks. He was number 1. Followed by Eddie Murphy at one point was number 2. Followed by Tom Cruise. He was number 3. And it's funny how Eddie Murphy was up there. It's like, what? Eddie Murphy? How can he be up there? What the heck has he been in that anyone likes? But see, what a lot of people forget is that he's made a ton of kids movies. And kids movies, for some reason, they just gross a lot of money. Like, he came out with his Dr. Dolittle movies. And his, like, there was a couple of those movies that he came out with. And then he's in all of the Shreks. The Shrek movies make a lot of money. They make like $750 million each, at least. And that's like worldwide. That's not domestic. Domestic meaning North America. But as in favorite actor, let's see, who would my favorite actor be? At one point it was Brad Pitt. And the reason why I say that is because Brad Pitt, he's kind of like this, one of those actors where girls love him and guys want to be him. He's one of those actors because at one point I used to think that Brad Pitt, he's like, oh, whatever, he's just in a bunch of chick flicks. But then I took a look at the movies that he was in, and I realized that he's really not in chick flicks at all. And the reason why I thought that at the time is because he was in Meet Joe Black. That's kind of a chick flick movie, right? But then I took a look at his movies after that. I mean, like, he made a whole bunch. Like, he was in Seven. Definitely not a chick flick movie. Fight Club. Probably the furthest movie away from a chick flick. If anything, it's a guy flick. It was the first guy flick ever. Snatch. Not a chick flick. It's, Ocean's 11. Not a chick flick. No matter what anyone says. Not a chick flick. And so I realized that the majority of his movies are not chick flicks. In fact, he may have just only made a couple. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Don't fall off. Don't fail at life. Don't be stupid. I'm talking to my models before they're even assembled. That's just what happens when stuff falls apart. Now I can quickly glue on these parts so that they don't fall off. Okay, that's good. That's fitting in there all right. One more. Once I get this last one in there, I can close all the hatch doors and I can press it together and make it nice and solid.